I don't know if anybody's waiting, but what's up, everybody? It's Phil from Zaid Comics doing a live stream with some buddies, some CG buddies. Thanks for coming and hanging out, Joe Ball and Simon Sim Potier.
Hey.
What up, brother?
What's up? We were just chilling, working on the books, and then we're like, hey, we should do some streaming.
Yeah, let's bring our stupidity to the live era.
For sure. So what are you guys working on today?
Same as usual. Bloodhunt and coloring Cybershock.
Nice.
Right now, I'm working on 2 pages. When I'm done with those 2, I have 5 left to do.
Awesome. Yeah, put you guys' links in the description below. Not Cybershock though, because
Aaron's not here.
yeah, that's right. Maybe I'll throw it in. Who knows? What are you working on, Joe Ball?
I'm working on a bullet maker page.
Sweet.
Bullet Maker. I'm gonna tweet this out that we are live. Oh fuck. Oh, no. Cool. There we go. Tagged you guys. Put it in some groups. Yeah, I'm gonna do some lettering for Magic Cop. Then after I do this page, I'll be caught up. And the colorist messaged me this week, and he's like, "I'm almost done with the next 10 pages." I'm like, "Whoa, that's amazing." It's really good.
He's not wasting time.
No, for sure, because we're gonna get this out on time.
That's the point.
Yeah. So we were just talking about how the worst American is Hulk Hogan.
You son of a bitch.
Dude, you can't do that to me.
Right?
Yo, Comic Book Bob, what's up, brother? We literally just started. I don't know if you maybe you're in here before you got the notification, but I just put it up and we just started streaming. So hit that bell for notifications if maybe it unfollowed you or something.
Yeah, Bob, all you missed was Phil trying to harass me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So
By saying that Hulk Hogan is the worst American ever. Come on.
I did say that.
Why are you repeating it out loud, Sim?
Because I want everybody to know how outrageous his statement was. And no.
Oh man. Now Hulk Hogan's cool. I went through a phase watching, when I was a kid, watching all those YouTube videos, playing that intro song with him playing guitar in front of this green screen constantly. It's good times.
That's good.
Okay.
That's what an American boy should do.
He is America.
Fuck yeah.
He is the epitome of what it is to be America.
Oh yeah, he was so popular that one of his friends let him bang his wife. So
God damn it, Phil. I swear to God, dude.
it's true.
You were just trying to make me mad on purpose.
You started this entire thing just to freaking trigger Joe.
Well, Comic Book Bob, he says, he's the worst wrestler.
No, he's not the best, but no, he's not the worst.
Comic Book Bob's doing those wrestling shows with Antonio.
Guys, he's not going to be able to work anymore. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Let's do some of these letters.
Good idea. Got your back, Joe.
Thank God. I'm on the verge of a goddamn nuclear explosion over here.
It was going to turn into a chili thing.
Oh, yeah, that chili.
No. Nope.
Gotta change this font now. Now I got to keep track of all the font sizes since I'm lettering another book at the same time for these pages. Different font types.
What's going on this page?
This is so they just got a call from this criminal, so they basically went undercover to shake down this little like lackey for Bone Daddy-O, and they were supposed to set up a meeting with the big boss Bone Daddy-O, and the lackey just called them. Magic Cop put like a magical wiretap on the phone so everybody could hear and they could track him, and the guy just hung up on Grey Wolf. So they tracked his location, and they're looking at this pretty cool like medieval map to see what part of the city he's in.
I thought it was gonna be, Kiz, this is your brain on magic.
Yeah, we should do those PSAs because the next book has to do a lot with pixie dust, snorting pixie dust and becoming magical.
I'll do the PSA with the eggs as long as I get to eat the eggs.
Oh my god, you and your eggs.
Not just throw them around the room like some kind of heathen. Or just talk about drugs. I'd much rather talk about eating the eggs.
You love your eggs.
Yeah. Cool kids eat eggs and cool kids do drugs. It's just handy.
Here at Zade Comics, we do not condone any illegal drug use.
Liar.
So
they don't condone it. Of course not. That would be ridiculous.
They just do it.
No,
I do not know what you're talking about.
You Zade boys, you work out, you do it the right way. You get feeling better the old-fashioned way, where I sit at a desk and draw pictures. So
now we're gonna start taking creatine for the muscles.
did you say it was like birthday cake flavored creatine or something?
The one that the creatine one is sour watermelon warhead, and then the whey protein is Chips Ahoy cookie, and it tastes amazing.
That's what I was thinking of.
It's so good.
Yeah, I thought creatine was supposed to suck. Like that was part of the.
Oh, like the taste of it?
Yeah, like you want it to be bad because it helps you get really pumped.
Oh, this is horrible.
Drink this terrible ass, beef broth.
Yo, Luke, what's up, brother? Death Metal Hero. Hey, man, just doing some letters, hanging out with Joe Ball. You might have heard of him. He was on Ethan's stream last night. He sold a piece for $1,100. Yeah, no big deal.
It's nothing.
And then Sim of Bloodhunt fame. So we were just hanging out earlier and decided to start streaming because make some content while we're working.
Mm-hmm.
Working on lettering this Magic Cop page. Good to see you, Luke. I heard you were on Art's show earlier today. Art Thibbert.
Sweet.
Art's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He draws some pretty hot babes.
Yeah, but not Joe Balco.
Yeah, well, that's.
Let's not get carried away, fellers.
Meaning, Joe Ball still needs to go on the show. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm essentially just a big dum-dum.
I was just on Art's show. He was real cool. Cool cat.
I believe you.
Good.
I've only I've seen a show a little bit, but it's been a while since I've really got through a whole episode. But there's a lot of CG content sometimes, and then other times it feels like it dries up for like one day, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I quickly realized, like, no, I'm just getting grumpy because this is like the 2 hours of the day I can't find anything to listen to.
Yeah, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I don't feel like I'm that good at speaking, so I'll have like other people come on while I'm working and stuff like that, so they can entertain the chat. It's a good idea.
That's how I started doing shows.
Yeah.
I can arrange for Gail Simone to make it miserable for him.
Oh yeah, you should get Gail on there.
I'll talk to her about it. She's mean. So I don't make any promises. She hits me.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Just chilling out on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Actually, it's not that beautiful. It was snowing a lot earlier. It's very gloomy out. Yesterday, it was like Stephen King's The Mist came rolling into my town. It was so foggy.
I bet it was spooky too.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Did the fog make you feel like you were gonna whiz your pants?
No. Does that happen?
It could. Some fog is pretty scary, Phil.
You never seen the movie The Fog?
No. No. I've seen The Mist though.
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, they're pretty much the same thing. Someone out there is gonna get irritated like instant.
Luke says, "Don't be sicking Gale the Harpy on people." Hail El Gargoyle in the chat. What's up, brother?
Hey.
Hail Gargoyle. Hail Gargoyle.
Hail to the hardest working poutine in Canada. And is this Joe Ball today? Yeah, we got Joe. We got Sim. Working on some comics. My brother might hop in a little bit later. He went to go pick up his girlfriend.
What?
I know.
We're gonna have to have a talk with Brendan.
I know.
Horse shit.
She doesn't drive, brother. These girls nowadays, they don't know how to drive.
Doesn't he care about us though?
No.
Why are you always thinking about your girlfriend, Brendan? It's really pissing me off. Like, I'm sorry, I can't keep face and like even say this stuff.
What are you guys doing on Saturday? Yeah, no, I've never seen The Fog. I saw The Mist. The Mist was weird. Thomas Jane's cool though. Did you just give me a passion?
Yeah, I heard it too. That's my first thought.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Gonna trigger me.
Yeah, with a passion.
No, I actually liked the movie.
I don't remember movies.
Really?
Yeah. You have movie amnesia?
I feel like I do at this point. Like occasionally I can recall something, but it's not like on purpose. It's just like kind of like on accident.
Because you zone out in between during the movie and start imagining what you're gonna do in the next page.
I mean, maybe it's just getting to that point. Like there were movies I saw 1,000 times, like growing up. I can hardly remember some of them now. Like I know I saw them, but if someone wanted a detailed description, I'd get lost like 2 minutes in.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Dude, yeah, the ending of The Mist is awesome. It's different from the book. It's weird. A lot of Stephen King's endings, they'll change for movies and they'll make them better in the movie.
Like Christine.
Yeah.
Stephen King, he's a freak.
He is. He looks like a freak.
Yeah.
All right, this is Magic Cop talking.
Did he write anything good in the last few years?
I don't know. My lady friend really likes Stephen King. She reads all the stuff, but I'm not sure if she has any new stuff.
Your lady friend, huh?
Yeah, she's a friend that's a lady.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you dirty dog.
Maybe you have like movie amnesia, Joe.
I mean, it could very well be something along those lines. It's probably a medical condition that will allow me to be an asshole to the rest of society.
Mm-hmm.
It's called selective memory. You don't deem it important, so you don't remember it.
Like, I can remember almost an entire 45-minute, hour-long New Japan match.
Do you have sex amnesia also? That's a thing.
I forget what sex is.
Oh, that you forgot.
Yeah, so anytime your wife comes on to you, you're like, what are you doing?
Oh no!
Get away from me!
No, I can't say I've ever quite felt that sensation. It's pretty funny to think about, nonetheless.
No, apparently there's a thing where you forget what happened during it. It's like a psychological yeah. Unless all the chicks that I hang out with just don't want to remember it, and that's what they tell me.
Jesus Christ. Every time you say something, you make me say something that makes Mike Miller cry.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Passion's in the chat. What's up, Passion?
What's up, Passion?
What is this?
It's your worst nightmare, Passion.
It's a passion bashing stream. Man, we just started.
Should I change the title? Passion bashing time. If you're hanging out, Passion, you want to come in and draw along with Drawn and Cord? I mean,
Drawn and Quartered.
Passion bashing time. Stoner bashing time. You guys ever see Dude, Where's My Car?
Yep.
Nah. I mean, even if I did, I wouldn't remember.
Because you got the amnesia, brother.
Yeah. We went over that. Yep. I'm a retard. I know what you're trying to say.
One of us had to say it.
Yeah, that wasn't so subtle, bro.
Let's see. The stream will get struck.
Sorry.
I'll send you the link, bro. I didn't know everybody still works. I'm a writer, so I don't have to.
We never close. There's no rest for the wicked. Pick your line. You should know better.
No.
Come on, we're the indie world. We all work weekends.
Yeah.
But we do. We all learned the hard way, and we all have a whole bunch of friends trying to warn us. But we do have to have time, take breaks, and relax, and take days off.
Yeah, I just wanted.
Otherwise, we end up in the hospital.
I just wanted to work all day today. Go out tonight, watch some Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. You work hard so you can play hard.
Oh, I play hard.
Hard to get?
Yes.
That's what Aaron keeps saying. He keeps playing hard to get.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, Phil, be my boy.
Where's that tank top? Where's that wife beater? Give me my wife beater.
Now no one wants to see me in the tank top anymore.
Yeah, because Ace just made everybody notice how tiny your arms are. So
I know. We're working on them.
Yeah, I've seen the pics.
This year's gonna be good.
That was inappropriate.
Was it?
That was the audacity.
Okay, Phil, I'm sorry.
Okay, brother.
That's better. What has gotten into Sim lately? He's out of control, Phil.
I know. That Canadian weed.
It's the one I'm on right now. It's called Astro Boy, so you know.
Astro Boy.
I'm joking. Oh, yeah, it's called Astro Boy. There's a brand called Astro Boy.
That was pretty cool.
So did anybody in the chat read Sweetcast's Downcast? The big news about that is it's getting picked up by Alterna Comics for distribution, it would seem, which is kind of cool. I saw a tweet Andrew Huerta put up that it would be like the first CG book in comic stores. If you don't count, what was that, Jungle Comics, which was in comic stores before it was fulfilled.
Yeah.
One of those Ben Hennessy books.
Mm-hmm.
Will it be the first one? When is the Walmart thing supposed to happen with the bread?
Oh, who knows, man? I have no idea.
In the year, Phil.
Oh, sorry, brother. There you are.
What's up, ballers?
Hey, Passion.
Morning. What's morning, everybody? Well, afternoon where I am. Hey, what's up, chat?
Afternoon. Passion for drawing. What's up? You working on stuff today, brother?
Of course, I'm always working.
Nice.
A few hours till I got to take my nappy nap.
Dude, you have scheduled naps?
I try to, because these I hang out with these guys that keep me up too late.
Yeah, same. That's why I came on.
These degenerates
so
I hang out with.
Hey, no rest for the wicked, guy. We never close. Only for 2 hours nap. Right, Joe?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you guys call them power pass outs.
That sounds cooler than nap.
Instead of naps.
We do power naps and then we do a power pass out for like 12 hours.
I just self-roofie.
Self-roof?
Yeah.
I just huff paint. It gets me through the.
Oh my God, Passion.
A little bit of Krylon into a plastic bag. You're good to go.
What? You're giving the kids bad ideas, brother. What is wrong with you? Oh my God.
You got to go with the metallics. The metallics are the ones you want to go with. Now, they leave little flakes of metal in your lungs, and eventually you'll have to get your bronchitis taken out, but your bronchial tubes. But it's not so bad. It's worth it.
Joe Frago's in the chat. What's up? Hail Joe Frago.
Joe Frago.
What up, Fragamundo?
Yeah, he says that it's seemingly being split up into 4 issues, newsprint issues for Alterna Comics. Kind of cool.
Yeah, congratulations to Clint. That is cool.
Yeah, that is good.
I'm happy for him. That's a good step for someone to take.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and he's coming out with the second one already.
I know he's had Peter Cimetti on his show quite a bit. So
yeah.
So what are you working on, Passion?
Working on DOOMFATE pages. Trying to finish off these inks on one page. This 2-page spread I have, and then I'm trying to finish this whole sequence with fight scene with giants. So,
is it any spoilery stuff? You want to show something off?
Yeah, I can show a few things off. Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen out. Nothing really too spoilery.
Is it going to be maximum NAR?
Yeah, it'll be maximum NAR. I would never put minimum NAR on this show.
Yes.
Go. If you guys haven't seen Passion's book, DOOMFATE, it's a badass barbarian, bloody babe book. that I am lettering. So check it out on Indiegogo. What are these? These are the giants right here?
Yeah, these are the giants all coming spilling down from. They live on the other side of this. There's this huge glacier on the one side of the valley, so they come over the glacier and they start to attack the city. And this is just some of the outlying farms that they start to mess up, and then we get into a whole battle sequence where she catches the foot, and then she rips the giant's foot off, and then puts his head like a golf ball. So
nice.
So and then we're gonna get into some sequences of just giant murder. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. Lots of action. I think everybody will be happy with it. But these are just the breakdown pencils, just kind of refining them and stuff.
Sweet. Yeah, a ton of action in this. I'm really excited about it. If you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description. I just put it down there. Put it in the chat too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really fun book.
DOOMFATE.
You can sit and read it and enjoy your sweet tea.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about. All the sweet tea.
Man, I miss sweet tea. God damn, I
went to Raising Cane's. They just put one over here.
Yeah.
And had some sweet tea. Had some chicken fingers. That's the only place where you can get chicken fingers or a chicken sandwich, which is just chicken fingers on a bun.
They have what I don't like about Raising Cane's is their chicken. I've had it a couple times before. My buddy loves it because he's perpetually 8 years old. And go there and you're like, hey, yeah, can I get some barbecue sauce or some honey mustard?
Nope.
They don't have that.
No, they got their one sauce.
They just got the one sauce. I mean, I can go to McDonald's and they'll give me just about any sauce I want with my chicken nuggets.
Oh yeah,
my chicken tendies.
Chicken nuggies, bro.
But
I mean, their sauce is good, but
yeah,
it's true. They need some variety.
I mean, I ended up going with ketchup, which is the worst.
Yeah,
we've been reduced to talking about sauces.
Yeah, brother. It's like an Adam Post stream over here.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is what it's like when we do hangouts.
Yeah. No, this is nothing like when we do hangouts.
Okay, yeah, we're nicer.
We're much more censored.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No one's chatting now that I put the DOOMFATE link in the thing.
Yeah.
Well, we lost 2 or 3 people because I came on the show. So
yeah, that is true. I'm gonna put the link in.
Killer.
Passion. What did you do to them? Did you tell them to go fuck themselves before you join in?
No, I've never told anybody to go fuck themselves.
Anybody?
Nobody. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't speak that. That's Joe Ball stuff.
I thought they called you the Rated R Superstar.
Rated R Superstar. I don't know what that means, but sounds funny.
Oh, wait a second.
What were you saying with Joe Ball stuff? I was a little zoned out for a minute there.
I just said the Rated R stuff, and I said, no, that's Joe Ball.
Oh.
That's Joe Ball stuff.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue. It would be silly.
Don't be silly.
Packing a bowl, and I think I back all of you. Well, thanks, El Gargoyle. Nice of you.
No, thanks.
Sweet, brother.
You know, that El Gargoyle, he's all right.
He is a cool cat.
So were you guys all bored this morning and decided to stream?
Yeah.
No, we weren't bored, Passion. It's because we love the people.
Yeah, I was complaining about you, and then Joe invited me into a hangout, and then we started.
And they started complaining about you. Then after that, they invited me so we could complain about you. Then we go, hey, let's bring you live. Then, we're starting to talk shit about you. You popped in, and we're like, well, let's bring him in.
Well, it's always about me. Don't you know that?
It's true. It's true.
Guys, I live in your heads rent free.
Passion's like a goddamn bloodhound.
Sniffing us out.
Yep.
Sniff, 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 sniff.
Like, I know those turds are up to no good.
No, I saw your link, or I saw your post on Twitter.
Yeah, you didn't even like it.
Because I don't like you guys.
I know. Well, let's take this time to look at Magic Cop and Passion's amazing contribution to the campaign. He did 4 sketch cards that are up for sale. One is gone already, the Skull, Bone Daddy-O. Someone swooped in, grabbed that one up. That was actually Art T. Beer's favorite.
I gotta hop off here, but I will catch up with y'all later.
All right, see you, Joe.
Later, Joe.
Yep, later, brothers.
Back Super Harem. Yeah, so if you haven't seen these sketch cards, and like people like El Gargoyle, if he already backed and wants one of these sketch cards, there's actually a tier that's just the sketch card with no extra shipping. We'll throw it into the package for you, and when you get your book, you'll get this beautiful sketch cards. He actually sent them to me. They're right here. Boosh. So you can see the size. Let's take them out. We'll look at them.
Nope. Whip out your sketch card.
Yeah, he's whipping it out.
Yeah, Death Metal Hero, at least Passion is honest about his dislikes. Just good. Let's see here. So we got Bone Daddy-O. Glowing neon backgrounds. Grey Wolf. I love the colors that you put on here, man.
Yeah, I tried to go with like some 80s kind of colors, you know.
Of course. Got Helly the Witch. You guys could also go over to Mixer. That's where Passion streams. He streams Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. He does, he works on this book, doing traditional sketches. I know you've been wanting to do some digital stuff also on there.
The ace. Wow, look at all those losers. No wonder Joe wanted to get out of here so quick.
Hail Edwin the Ace. Just passed a bunch of subs on YouTube.
Oh, Ethan just went live.
Ethan?
That's why
this stream's better than Ethan's.
That's probably why Joe left. He got invited.
Yeah, probably. I'll catch up with you guys later. I'm going to go hang out with Ethan.
No, he's just doing where he's hanging out with EJ. That's cool.
EJ Morgis?
Yeah.
Neon posters. Dude, we might do, if we're able to raise more money for the campaign, we're thinking about doing some posters.
Yeah, I wanted to do blacklight poster for mine, but
that would be so cool for Magic Cop as well.
Do like the 70s kind of velvet.
That would be cool. Yeah, I know Ethan's thinking about doing that, but we're going to if we get, I don't know, maybe above 7, we might do posters for all the backers because we can make them ourselves pretty well. We have the luxury of having basically a print shop where we work. So it would be in our budget that we could get some sick posters for everybody. So spread the word and back again if you guys want a poster.
Hey, dude. Edwin's at 2,110.
Yeah, that he just posted in the Ballers chat. Wait,
awesome.
2,000 subs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when he just got 1,000 subs?
It was like it felt like only a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Probably like 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. Yeah, congrats, Edwin. If you guys are into wrestling, which I know a lot of people love wrestling and a lot of people in CG do also, check out Edwin the Ace Acevedo on YouTube. He posts a bunch of wrestling content. Some good stuff over there.
Yeah, this could be the #1 independent wrestling channel on.
And he really needs your help because he has even smaller arms than I do. So it's kind of like, give him the sub.
Man, you're opening.
Dude, you're asking for a beating.
I disavow, Phil.
Dude, Ace, we are sorry.
I like how it's all right to shit on me, but Ace, no, can't.
El Gargoyle's drawn. El Gargoyle. What's everybody up to right now? I'm doing some lettering up, catching up on some Magic Cop letters, and then I think Sim is doing Bloodhunt and colors for Cybershock.
Yep.
And Passion's doing some awesome DOOMFATE art. Look at that. That hook's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is the Diaz brothers right here.
Oh, yeah.
Two-headed giant.
What a weird weapon, too, that, like, tri-pickaxe.
Yeah, it's just like because you guys aren't very smart. It's just a log with some, like, horns strapped to it. That's all I thought, Be a pretty meaty weapon.
Oh.
Stop projecting, Philly. Don't make me come over and take your... Okay.
Yep, so we're working. I think Joe was working on a bunch of stuff. He's got a bunch of projects. Super Harem, Bullet Maker. Yeah. For sure.
But he's also part of that. What is it again? Your book that's coming? The missing page, the lost pages.
Oh, the lost pages. Yeah. That's gonna be awesome. We're gonna show some of that stuff off this week. Maybe Wednesday we'll do a stream. Brandon and I talking about that. We're gonna put up the mailing list this week as well because we wanna.
One of my favorite characters of yours, the Silhouette.
It's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like the stuff Joe's working on.
Yeah,
it's looking cool. I don't want to say too much, but it looks really cool, man.
I can't wait.
It's right on my alley.
What we're gonna do with we got to find a good colorist for that because Joe's stuff looks awesome in black and white, but his superhero stuff looks really cool as well colored. That colorist is killing it on that book for his work.
Do you ever think about just keeping it, like in gray tones?
I
come in and do some spot grays and then just call it a day.
Maybe. I was talking to Art T. Bear and showing him that page that Joe did, and he's like, "Dude, this looks crazy black and white. You might want to just keep it black and white."
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Great minds think alike, Phil.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, just throw some gray tone, maybe some, like zip-a-tone kind of things in the computer, and just to keep it so you can give it some depth and stuff, but color it up too much. I mean, even that silhouette stuff, would look really cool in black and white.
No, that story's gonna stay in black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should do what I was thinking of doing with Bloodhunt if I went colored. Like one edition would have been colored, and the black and white would have been black and white and red.
Yeah, so Silhouettes is going to be black and white and red with the blood.
There you
go. Kind of like the Sin City film.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted to have different color styles for each story. I was kind of thinking like the wild card one for Joe would be like more like an adventure, like kind of like flatter colors like Grimjack. Or something that would remind you of like Jason and the Argonauts.
Yeah, I think with Joe's stuff, the secret's just to keep the colors pretty simple.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So his line work can kind of stick out, The kind of the less is more kind of thing,
Yeah.
Less and light, not too dark tones because
you don't want
the shade. The shading's technically done with the line work.
Hey, we got 6 viewers. What's up, everybody? You guys are just tuning in. I'm Phil from Zaid Comics, the writer and co-creator of Magic Hop. And we got some buddies here from CG, other creators, guys that I hang out with all the time, work on our projects together. What you're seeing right now is DOOMFATE by the sole creator, Passion for Drawing. You might remember him from his CG coloring book he did last year. Now he's doing this awesome Barbarian Babe book. We also got Sim, the hardest working Canadian in CG.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm not sharing much because I'm working on spoilers page.
Damn, spoilers. For what, Bloodhunt?
Yeah, but I'm working on the final 7 pages. So,
Nice.
Nice. That's good.
So soon I'll be down to 5. So that's why I'm like, I can show some stuff, but I can't really, I have to be careful.
Yeah.
Especially when we're sharing screen, we're going from page to page. You know how I work.
Yeah.
The other day I was on the stream and I'm like showing stuff and I'm like, I just stop and then all you see it's that page and Adam's like, spoilers. I'm like, oh shit.
And I think after I get this giant sequence done, I have, get it penciled. I think I have maybe a dozen or so pages that I have to pencil, and then the whole book is ready to go to full inks. And then
That's awesome.
And then I'm looking to start coloring it sometime next month, and then as I'm coloring it, we'll throw the pages to you, Phil, the letter, and
Yeah.
get this sucker going in April. So I'm trying to catch up a little bit because of the holidays. You know how that is.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I can show that one. You guys seen it before, but in case some viewer didn't.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
This is, his first meeting with one of the first werewolf of the werewolf tier. We had 2 backers becoming a werewolf. So this is the Starcast werewolf, where he meets his demise. Boosh.
Beating up on Vincent. Ooh. Bloody, brother. That's awesome.
I like to put little animation, like panels in my comics. It's something that, we all have our little things in it.
Yeah. That's cool. That's Vincent's sword right there?
That's not his sword. It's a sword he picked up from one of the other assassin vampire that tried to kill him before.
Oh, cool. So what's up with some people? I know Edwin does this a lot. Whenever he says a sentence, he does the ellipsis at the end. He does like ... So it makes him think like makes you think he's being sarcastic, like he doesn't actually mean it.
The what?
See how Edwin like Ace?
Oh, the ... Yeah.
That looks really good, Sim.
Right. Like he's patting you on the back.
Yeah.
Or like
Or
on your
like
head.
you're waiting for a butt to come in there, but
Yeah.
Where's my vampire book? It's coming like it's supposed to in March. It's gonna be printed in February, and everybody should be getting them in March.
you got 2 other projects you're working on too, right? You got coming up.
Yeah, there's the CG Jumpstart.
Yeah.
That I'm part of with Crash Course. That's where I'm going to be reintroducing Not the Merc, the new series.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
a little funny meme police 3-page kit there. I got Demona coming, and then I'm also working on the launch for the Not the Merc series, and
It's awesome.
Yeah, this year's gonna be sweet. And then Passion, you got another project on the horizon, right?
Yeah, Grave Robbers was it?
Yeah, Great Robbers. We're working on that right now. It's with Mark Middleton. He's a really good writer. He's just tweaking the script right now, and you can sign up for it now. But I've done all the concept pages, working on I can't show it yet, but working on the cover for it, which hopefully here in the next few weeks we'll have a cover to show off, and people can get really excited. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited. It's a horror western mashup.
gotta put Mark's got to put the that mailing link in his bio.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about that.
And let's not forget, quick reminder, back Cybershock.
Cybershock. I'm trying to fucking.
Okay, Ace. Get a chance.
What do you say?
What did he say?
He said that he wants those logos. Ace did. He's got to get back to work.
Oh yeah, here's Grave Robbers. Welcome to Hellhole. Here's some little concepts that you did, right, Passion?
Yeah, there should be a few on the page there. Yeah, I'm not sure what he wants me to show.
Yeah, he did. There's Big Dick Murphy.
Yep, Big Dick Murphy.
And the leader.
Rickard is the kind of the thing. Yeah, he's kind of the bad guy in the book.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Big Dick Murphy is like the head of like this trio of cowboy. Kind of their own loners kind of deal. Just the three of them going from job to job.
Yeah.
They're kind of like specialized bounty hunters, I guess you could say.
I'll be back in a sec, okay?
Yeah. Sweet.
And there's three of them, and they each have their own little pasts and little powers and stuff. They're not normal humans. So it's pretty neat. I think people will dig it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun to draw. Those are just the early concepts. So I'm refining the look, and I'm gonna do the whole book's gonna be done in tradition. Is all gonna be traditionally.
Oh wow, sweet.
So I'm doing the entire book. So I'll be doing the pencils digitally.
Yeah.
Because I can lay out a lot easier and all that stuff, and print out the blue lines, and then just ink off of that. It'll be real loose blue lines, but
yeah, I don't know. A lot of people, you don't see them doing that a lot.
No, not a lot of artists do it. I know Vinny does it from time to time, and Eric Weathers I've seen do it.
Yeah, he just sold a piece like that yesterday.
Then there's another artist I saw, like a big time artist who kind of does it too. But I find it a little more convenient and easier. But because the pencils are, laying out a page and everything else is so much easier in Clip Studio than doing it in paper, because you got rulers and if you're off and then you end up scanning it and fixing it anyway. So, but I enjoy inking probably more traditionally than I do digitally. But I'm getting more comfortable with the digital inking every day. But I still like it. There's something about feeling that pen to paper,
Oh yeah, for sure. Faux show. So what are you doing this weekend? Just working?
Yeah, working, and the wife's actually she's working an extra day this week, so lots of work, and like I said, I got to get pages done, like self-imposed.
Good.
And I want to get this double page spread done. I'm just doing tweaks to the pages, kind of putting some detail here and there.
I know you wanted to do to have a big map made for your story, right?
Yeah, that's something I wanted to do, but the budget's not there. But there's a lot of stuff I want to do. Like, I hope if I can hit 15,000 by March, I want to do another book. And add that to the thing where everybody would get a second book, and I'd have some CG artists and writers contribute. And I have ideas for all the characters, like backgrounds on them, but they're loose. And I'd like to actually have writers and artists tell those stories. Yeah. So it'd be a companion book. Right now, awesome. The name of it's Tales from Valerium, which is the name of the valley. So it would be, right now I have 4 ideas for stories for 4 characters that are in the book that kind of show their backgrounds and history a little bit more, go a little more in depth.
Sure.
Be cool to get to that.
Oh yeah, I love the idea where how you want to do it like a magazine size. Someone else was talking about doing that. They put a poll up on Twitter, and I think that's cool. Like Black Label's doing that right now at DC. I like that format.
Yeah, I may still like if this book, like everybody, the people get it in their hands and they end up liking it. I may do something like that for like the project after this to go with it.
Yeah, sure.
So like if I can't get it funded in one this project as a stretch goal, then go ahead and let's see if we can do a separate project and see if people who got the book and there's good word of mouth that people really like it, they'll go buy another book. So who knows?
Here we go for Grave Robbers. El Gargo, it's got a suggestion. What about a character named the BBC Black Beast Chris?
I'll let Mark know. I'll pass that on to him. It's his project.
Yeah,
so
Cool.
This is his baby. So I'm actually working with him. I'm the artist on the project. So.
Or instead of beast, it could be bat, and he's like a vampire that turns into a big vampire bat. Black Bat Chris.
I think there's some plans for vampires. I think.
Sweet, that's awesome. Now I love Wild West stuff, and that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's just classic horror stuff: werewolves, vampires.
It kind of reminds me too of like a 90s action cartoon. Like there's this cartoon called Mummies Alive in the 90s.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was like that team, and it was in modern day, but they're all mummies and they're like badasses. Kind of like how Street Sharks was and Ninja Turtles.
Street Sharks.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just got a message. Nick, Aaron, and Michael Beacon are on the Discord.
Uh huh.
And I'm like, Aaron is snoring. He just fell asleep on the Discord.
What? Yeah, he probably didn't go to sleep last night.
Nah.
Well, yeah, they were.
He was up pretty much all night.
They were up.
I was crazy.
I was up till 6 a.m.
He was on the woke up
I'm running
show
like 6 hours of sleep.
And he was on the woke up show with me and Adam too this morning.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
So I don't think he ever went to bed. Craziest beard in CG.
He does have a crazy beard. He does have a crazy beard. Let's see what we got over here on Passion Screen.
We gotta fix this. Okay.
There's so many characters on that page, man. Double page spread.
Thank you.
So cool.
Yeah, this one I didn't want to do printed out traditionally. I want to do it in here because I knew it'd be pretty complex and a lot going on. Yeah, this thing's going to be action-packed. There's not going to be, like Marvel, there's panels and panels of people talking at a diner.
Yeah, it'll be easier on me. A lot of action.
Yeah. You're going to skate through most of this book, brother.
I'm excited.
Lots of sound effects, though.
Yeah. Well, that's what people want. They want action because I think they've been like suffocated from it for so long, just with all this dialogue and stuff, coming from even books from the 70s had so much action in it, not to say the 90s as well. That's where everybody's coming from. So they're just, all this stuff is just going to be a breath of fresh air. And that's something that I'm trying to do more and more, is put more and more action in my stuff and let the panels breathe and let the artists, Malin always says that, let your artists breathe. Don't give them 8 panels on a page. You try to give them 4,
Yeah, that's what I think is lacking in a lot of comics these days, because I think a lot of artists don't know how to draw dynamic action and things like that. It's like, yeah, the anatomy's good, and faces look great and everything like that, but it's a lot of it's just like superhero pose from page to page to page.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, sure.
I don't know anybody right now. I'm not up to comics, but how many can really draw a whole sequence of action? Like, let's take that silent issue from, because I've been reading that one too. I still have my original copy. The one G.I. Joe, the silent issue where Snake Eyes parachutes into the Cobra base and he fights ninjas and stuff.
So cool. Sounds cool.
Yeah, you should read it. Anybody should read it. If you're looking at how to do storytelling, and there's not a word mentioned in the entire book. There's not any dialogue.
That's sick. Yeah.
And
there was the Marvel Nuff Said series too.
Yeah. But he just jumps in and ninjas, and there's all kinds of great action in that book. And the artist who escapes me right now, who drew it, just perfect. I don't know if someone could really draw that book now. Do it in the same way. Yeah, Narwhal's really good at it too. Yep, Joe, you're absolutely right. Narwhal's killing it with that.
Yeah. Yeah, the story I'm doing with Joe on the Lost Pages, with my character Wildcard, there's no dialogue in that story. There's narration. It's set to a poem that the narrator is basically telling the story through. But I wanted to make a point to have no dialogue on that.
Are you going to turn that poem into a rap?
Maybe it could. I'll get Dan Fraga to put it to a beat. For sure.
That's gonna be great. Yeah, but Narwhal's doing great action sequences. He's really good. That looks like a movie. My stuff, I think I'm really trying to push the action aspect of it to where there's no dialogue. You still know what's going on.
Yeah.
You can follow along with it. And I have ideas already for the second book, if I ever get to it, of just more sequences that I want to do. They're fun to draw, man. I know comic books are labor intensive and artists get burnt out pretty easily. Like Simon's really good at action sequences too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I know they're labor intensive and it can get kind of exhausting. But man, I love drawing. They're my favorite ones. I don't like drawing people just standing around talking.
You don't like drawing chains either.
Yeah, I literally have a chain. Now I have a chain pen.
That's cool. That's cheating though, brother.
That's totally legal. There's no rules. There's only rules to draw boobs, from what I understand.
Well, Gargoyle is studying Jack Kirby's work.
Yeah, he's a great one to do that because he had to work with the limitations of the technology he had at the time. So definitely a great person to do because he had what he had, and then he had deadlines up to, and he got so good and quick at it. He's drawing like 20 books a month or something crazy like that at one point.
Mm-hmm.
It's doing like 6 to 8 pages a day. It's nuts.
That's why he had a very simple style that he developed for it.
You mean treating comics like a visual medium instead of dumping ground for poor Whedonistic type dialogue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hail Death Metal Hero.
I think like in mainstream comics, we're in the age of the writer. The writers have taken over because they can all ascend to Hollywood.
Now? Yeah.
Well, 90s was a lot about the artist.
Yeah, it goes in like a circle.
Yeah.
I think you see like, I don't know, what was during like the 60s and 70s? How was it perceived? I'm not sure.
And the only one winning from that freaking little stupid fight between the writers and artists, are those big publishers?
Well, the 60s, I would say, was putting out product for little boys. Like they were trying to get as much stuff out there for the newsstands and whatever worked. 70s was just an explosion of new characters and ideas, and it was a lot of collaboration. And then there was like a new wave of artists who came in who kind of, you got your Frank Millers and your Adams and all those guys came in the 70s to really change how comics can be done. That was a functional thing because usually everything was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels. It was really basic. But when in the 70s, those guys started doing different things with the panels and everything because the printing changed. So they could do different things. And then in the 80s, it kind of went into the 80s, but the late 80s and then all through the 90s, it all became about artists. The artists were just drawn. They just went crazy.
The 80s was really writer heavy. Especially with the British invasion.
Yeah, that stuff too, yeah.
Alan Moore, Neil Gaiman.
A lot of event comics, like the graphic novel, came around really big in the 80s.
Yeah, for sure. Watchmen, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see like it being more writer heavy and mainstream right now. You got guys like Tom King, fucking Brian Michael Bendis. Everyone's praising them.
Cool.
And you don't have your standout artists that are pushing their stuff and their own stuff. You see guys like maybe like a Daniel Warren Johnson's doing his own stuff now at DC. But he's been around for a little bit, and this it's taken him a while to do that. You don't see any big artists doing anything in DC, and it's like, oh, I'm buying it because of them,
Yeah, well, it's when I say that it's the time for writers, I don't mean like the writers are doing amazing stuff and that they're just dominant. It's just that they have like a lot of power and
they're getting the push from the company.
Yeah, because they can just move to Hollywood and do scripts and stuff. Whereas artists, that doesn't translate well unless you're an artist writer kind of deal. You create something that's kind of like Frank Miller or somebody like that who. A writer-artist is pretty rare. So the writers can easily just go to Hollywood and start doing their own stuff. That's super duper hard. But as we're artists, it's a little bit different. We don't translate it. I mean, we can get the look, but then, all the Hollywood artists will just go ahead and change everything anyway. So.
And right now, I think in CG, it's the opposite. I think the artist is getting the push and succeeding.
Yes.
But then you look at it. Also depends how much you are in CG. You look at a guy like Von Klaus, and his artist is not really attached to he's not the face of the book. He's not attached to CG.
Right.
So it all depends on how you're pushing your own work too.
Well, I think if you're not in comics where you have an established IP, so like everybody knows what Spider-Man is, Batman is, so you already got your sales point right there. You always hear blah 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 is working on Batman, blah 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 is working on Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like is drawing Spider-Man or is writing Batman. So their names get attached to those IPs. Here in Comicsgate, the names really aren't attached to IPs. We don't have IPs really established yet.
Yeah.
Ones. So then what's the first thing, like those early days of comics, when they were coming out, when Spider-Man first came out and the X-Men first came out, it's the art that captures you. It's the first advertisement for these. It's like, oh, that looks cool. I want to read it.
Mm-hmm.
Buy it. And then people are hooked. If they really like it, they really like the art and the story, they'll come back again and again and again. And it becomes it's growing IPs. That's what we're doing in CG. We're still at the ground floor on a lot of it. Ethan's building up Cyberfrog. Malin's building up, Graveyard Shift. Wayne doing stuff.
Listen to this. He said, a death metal hero. The big two don't want any one artist or group of artists to become too big anymore. They don't want Image to happen again.
Yes.
They want the IP to be dominant.
Yeah. I think that's a huge, a point for us here in CG is that like this is so fertile for us that we are allowed to flourish. We could hook up with buddies like Passion and Sim and Joe Ball and create awesome stuff. And there's nothing like we're doing it for ourselves and we're doing it for the fans, and no one's, putting us in a box.
Yeah, I mean, they're like working on established IPs is cool. It's like, hey, people got drawing Spider-Man or Passion building up his Star Trek collection. I'm CG art deep down in between my jaws and my loins.
Yeah,
that's my best Joe Ball.
It's a good Joe Ball.
Trying. He's tough one. Passion building up his Star Trek collection. I don't even like Star Trek that much.
Yeah, I thought you were a big Star Trek fan.
I like Star Trek, but I'm not. I'm more Star Wars. I mean, I have a whole bunch of Star Wars Lego in my studio here. I don't have any Star Trek, but I like Star Trek. I like watching Star Trek.
Okay. Did you like 90s Image books, Passion?
I liked quite a few of them. Like Spawn I was into for like the first 10 issues. Because in the 90s, I was like, when all those books came out, I was in my 20s. So
yeah.
I was much younger than you. So I liked Spawn was pretty cool. I mean, I always liked McFarlane's art. Wildcats, I only did like the first 2 issues. It was like,
Wildcats. Wildcats not a great name for a superhero team.
No.
Unless he was trying to relate it to all the suburban football teams.
Shut up. That team song for the cartoon was amazing. Wildcats.
That's why it took off. That's why it did so well. It was a great
yeah, that whole half a season that came out.
Yeah, but dude, it's like, remember Silverhawk? Like the team and the intro is so fucking amazing. As soon as the show starts, the animation, the drawings are shit. You're like, well, I got hyped for nothing.
Is this true, Passion? Joe Ball says Passion threatened me with his Klingon Gnar blade replica.
Yes, that is absolutely 100% true. I have a replica.
Yep.
I do shitty cosplay weapons on the side.
That's cool. That's the company name?
Yeah, shitty cosplay.
Yeah, is that the name of that? It's the Gnar blade? I didn't know that.
I don't know.
Exactly. CG is a group of people who have similar ideas for what make good comics and give them the freedom to tell the stories they want. Yeah, man. Hell, yes.
Yeah.
Silverhawks was a book?
No, it was an cartoon.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah, I remember that.
Silverhawks. Yeah, but during the 90s, Image, like everybody had that young blood #1. I mean, that like was everywhere. So I had that.
And the #2 with the holofoil thing that they had, remember?
Yeah. Let's see. And that was pretty much all the books that really enticed me. I was still. Marvel started to do some interesting things. I was always a Marvel guy, but the stories were still like when Image, those guys left, they still had all the writers. So the stories were still good. The art just took a dip for a little while. But then you had a whole nother run of guys come out, I just think the whole Image thing proved that, the artist guys were definitely important and they were kind of big celebrities. But it proved that the comic industry could just move on without them. They weren't going to, Marvel wasn't going to collapse. Which
they did. I think Cinemax did a kind of like a rip off of that show. It's called Jizzhawks.
So, Max was really good. I liked Pit.
Yeah, Pit was great.
Jizzhawks. Yeah, say the L.
Hulks.
Pit was pretty cool because I like Dale Keown's work. I mean, that was definitely artist-based for me.
I tried to get into the Max. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Even the show, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
It's very surreal. It's an interesting...
It's like a guy having a mental breakdown.
Kind of, yeah.
Did you see I know we wanted to do a kind of city map for Magic Op, and we were going to make a poster thing. Can you guys hear my dogs barking?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my god, sorry. Never mind.
So, stream terminated.
Death metal, I guess Sim and I have to talk. I don't know if you can understand French accent, but I think we'll make it work, Sim.
What?
He has to mute. So you're drunk, Gail. Yep, all cool shows. Tiger Sharks never got a fair shot. This is true. Death metal, I'm always kind of slow.
Anyways, this is the map that we put in the book for the city. Tried to make it like an old-timey map. Put little dragons and stuff off the coasts.
So like some warped version of America.
Yeah, sure. I guess it's. I guess it kind of looks like a reversed version of it.
I said earlier, it reminded me like of something that would be like, hey kids, be careful. This is your brain on magic.
Magic cup.
Magic.
I always expected it was a video game originally.
Yeah.
I always expected like the announcer from Dragon's Lair and that kind of intro, like Magic Cup.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight.
Where you become a Magic Cup.
Dude, I love
Magic
that game.
Cup.
For a while, I had the high score for Dragon's Lair. I beat that game without dying a bunch of times. So,
yeah, I used to get pretty close. Like, it would only cost me a couple bucks, actually, back in the day to actually get through it. But I never got it to where I could do it in 1 quarter. There was a dude, I remember one time, I forgot where it was. It was at an arcade, and we were sitting there, and he just comes in 1 quarter. Boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. Finishes the game, gets the credits, and just walks out like a boss. We're all like, what?
Yeah, it took me a few months to be able to do that. I can't do it now. Like when I was practicing and stuff, it's very difficult. Fucking Daphne's so hot in that game.
Yeah, oh yeah. But the problem with that back in the day was, correct me if I'm wrong, it was like a laser disc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the joystick was basically just a skip feature. You would just skip from scene to scene, really.
Yeah, Laserdisc games are a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
It is super hard upkeep, and well, especially now because you have to find a Laserdisc player that works. And then if anyone, whatever that disc, because it's just like a giant CD player, so it can mess up the disc. It could, it's a pain in the ass. So that game was Laserdisc. The hologram game, Time Traveler, which is like in a giant washing machine cabinet, was Laserdisc as well.
Yeah. That was Laserdisc too?
Yeah. Most of those like choose your directional games are Laserdisc. Dragon's Lair 2 and Space Ace.
I love Space Ace more. That was my favorite.
Yeah, it was fun.
I like Dragon's Lair, love it, but Space Ace was a lot of fun.
Is this true? Passion?
What?
Passion like 100 years old?
I'm close. I mean, I'm nearly half that. Nearly halfway there. I'll outlive you, Joe Ball.
Yeah, so Time Traveler, you played as a cowboy, and you
Right.
go through different eras. Beat that. I actually have the world record in that game right now. No biggie.
No, we all have to peak sometimes. So.
Yeah. Yeah, was a peak. That's my peak in gaming. The world
No,
record.
that's your peak in life. I'm old and gross. That's what Joe says. I'm just old and decrepitated.
Everybody just needs to start taking roids. Just start juicing. You might. I don't know how it works with aging, but you'll look better. You'll look better.
You take that human growth hormone, get all veiny.
Yeah.
Like I was watching clips from Rocky Balboa. You know, that was like 2006. And Sylvester Stallone's all veiny and he like gross in it. Like, because he's taking that human growth hormone so he can do the push-up scenes. You know, and it's like, dude. He looks like a soft, veiny penis.
Yes, brother. That's how Joe Ball wants to look.
Yeah, I know. We've heard him talk about it. He's already started the diet. It's Mountain Dew, Oreo cookies and ranch dressing. Mm-hmm. It looks pretty gnar, man. It looks. I question it, but he says it's going to work. I don't know. I'm going to go with and at least 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
Oh, this could be a new logo once you get roided up. Passion for roids.
Yeah, there you go. The only roids I'm going to have is hemorrhoids. So.
Oh, that's great. That is great. Hemorrhoids. I'm gonna pull up another CG book.
Passion for vomit.
Passion for puking.
That's another way to lose weight.
Yeah, that's true. 1.0.
So what will we be looking at?
We're gonna be looking at Cyber Shock. Cyber Shock by Aaron Calamari. He has 2 campaigns under his belt, so you guys know that this one's coming out.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen this, I know we got some new viewers in the chat. If you guys also haven't, hit that like button. That really helps out. We got Cyber Shock. If you guys are into cyberpunk, badass action, futuristic gunplay, check out Cyber Shock. It's about this babe who is kind of like experimented on having cybernetics implanted into her, and she escapes from the facility, and an awesome cyborg bounty hunter is sent after her to track her down. I've read Aaron's stuff, and he does writes action really well. He's also having, I think one of his stories is coming out with, what's Mike Murphy's book? The Gods Fear Me.
Mm-hmm.
Also.
It's an Ashcan, yeah.
Yeah. They're called Blowback. Yeah, and with, our very own Sim right here. What's that?
So I said with the same artist from The Gods Fear Me, Rossi, I think his name is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sim, you're doing the colors on this, right?
Yep.
So these are all your color work. Kami Mark in the chat. Hail, Kami Mark. Hail, Kami Mark.
So, Pinko Mark.
Yeah, it's I would say like the first time I color somebody else's art.
Yeah. No, I think it adds a lot to the art. You make it even more gritty, I think. Especially this rain scene. Look at that. Little splashes on the characters off the ground. That's pretty tight.
I also did them for like bigger drops of water when they have impact and stuff. Yeah. Like
yeah.
Punch. It's looking great, Simon.
Thanks, buddy.
and Mikey Beacon in the chat too.
Oh shit! Really? My Beacon. What's up, brother? Yeah, we're just hanging out. Probably gonna wrap up the stream in a little bit here, but taking a look at Cybershock. Some awesome action, and that's what we're talking about here. CG's bringing the action this year. You got DOOMFATE, Bloodhunt, Cybershock with some awesome action in it.
Like this is the one that I like, that I worked on the bike scene there.
The bike scene? Oh, here? Yeah, this is cool. Look at that. Oh, I love this light streak stuff. We're going to do this on... Brandon just drew a night driving scene in Magic Hop, and we're going to do some light streaks on the taillights.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, this looks awesome. So check out Cybershock, guys.
Definitely.
Check it out. It's in demand right now.
Yeah, and it deserves way more backers than it actually has. For $15, you get 28 pages of story.
Yeah, it's a good price. I mean, this is cheaper than most CG books will put out for like floppy issues,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to get Aaron snoring here on more streams.
Yeah.
I hope you guys got a recording of it.
You got to snore docs, everybody.
It's just fun to like, yeah, you were snoring, and they go, no, you weren't, and you go.
I think almost all of us have done that at one time or another in Comic Skate.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple times I fell asleep. Especially when Joe Ball talks. That's usually when I'm falling asleep.
Aaron's still currently snoring in Sim's Discord. It's awesome. That is awesome.
That is funny.
I'll probably wrap up the stream because I'm done with lettering my page. I think I'm going to get some food here and continue working on some Magic Hop. But yeah, thanks for everybody watching. We got 8 people. We do streams usually every Wednesday, so hit that bell for notifications. I think I'm going to start doing more weekend streams, working on the letters for Magic Hop. Hanging out with my buddies. This was pretty fun, guys. Thanks for coming on and hanging out with me.
No, anytime, man. Yeah. It's always fun to, bust balls.
Sweet. So check out the campaigns below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and like the video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you
later.